Ah, yes! Yes! It's the era of James! NVIDIA just released their 20 series Turing graphics cards, and it may be time for AMD to answer. A number of sources have pointed out the likelihood of Team Red launching 12nm refreshes of their Polaris GPUs in October. Linux fan site Phoronix, I don't know, spotted a new PCI ID in the latest kernel that's not listed anywhere else and is part of the Polaris family. Meanwhile, Chinese language site Chiphell? I don't know, is also talking about a new launch of Radeon cards next month. Since Team Green has only announced the RTX 2070, 2080, and 2080 Ti, it might be a good time for AMD to launch cards that would fill in the lower-end gaps currently in NVIDIA's lineup. Provided they're any good, AMD doesn't exactly have a stellar track record with their refresh launches, but they keep doing them anyway, so such determination, much perseverance.
Inspiring.
I think we can all learn something from that.
Wow.
Oculus held their Oculus Connect conference today and actually announced something moderately exciting. The $400 Oculus Quest is the company's new wireless standalone VR headset, meaning it doesn't require a smartphone or a PC to work. It's got two of the same controllers used in the desktop tethered Rift headset and built-in sensors, so no external tracking hardware is even required. Now the Rift will still be the company's gold standard VR experience, but the Quest is reportedly a big step up in quality from the lower powered Oculus Go standalone device. At the conference, Oculus also announced new, more realistic VR avatars, hybrid professional apps that allow you to work on a desktop and then switch to VR mode, the addition of YouTube VR to Oculus, and the Manifold, a 360-degree camera built by Red in partnership with Facebook. That's a lot of companies. It's all very fancy, but it still appears that the highest-end wireless VR setup you can get is an HTC Vive with a wireless adapter. So I guess real-life Ready Player One will still have to wait. It's a shame, but the book is really good.
Is it actually?
Not if you ask Tyler.
You're reading it.
He's got problems. I like it, but I'm on page 70. What do I know?
I heard it was bad.
You're bad. That's why I'm here.
Hey.
Yeah!
Oh no!
And a bunch of news about Spotify has popped up this week. Perhaps the most interesting tidbit is the fact that artists will now be able to upload their music directly to the service, bypassing labels and distributors. Whoa. Doing so will be free, and artists will even get 100% of the royalties from playback. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain. That looked weird.
Yeah.
It's unclear whether that'll be the case in the future, but for now, that's a heck of a deal for music producers, especially if they already have an audience of their own and don't need labels to help them market new releases.
What was the other news about Spotify?
Well, you can link your Ancestry account to Spotify, so they'll create a playlist based on your ancestral history, that's dope. I always wanted to know what my great-great-great-grandmother's favorite song was.
It's probably a hymn.
Yeah, if they even had songs.
Yeah. Back then,
Old black and white music.
they didn't have keyboards.
Sucks. And now it's time for Quick Bit, brought to you by T-Force. They're giving away 16GB kits of the new Excalibur Special Edition RGB DDR4 RAM. And believe me, you want this freaking RAM. They come in 3600 and 4000 megahertz options, support a variety of RGB software like Asus AuraSync, and they feature a unique totem pattern design that will make your friends say, "What the flip? I want that flippin' RAM, bro." So make your friends jealous and enter the giveaway at the link below.
Okay.
On to the quick bits. On Monday, we reported that Chrome had added mandatory sign-in to the browser. That sucked. But Google heard the backlash and has now made signing into the browser optional. Hooray! Automatic sign-in will still be on by default, but you can switch it off in the settings. Not a perfect solution, but acceptable, just like my hosting.
Hey.
NVIDIA didn't announce when their RTX 2070 would launch when they unveiled the card. Up until now, we didn't know when NVIDIA's RTX 2070 would launch, but now we know. They have unveiled that the card will be available October 17th, which is also the same day that marijuana is legalized across Canada.
Oh.
Right on! Ray tracing, man! The card will launch starting at $499 or $599 for the Founders Edition, and if you can stand living without ray tracing, and that's tough, you might almost certainly be better off looking for a discounted 1080 Ti. But what do I know? I'm just Discount Riley.
Oh, hey James, come on.
They called me Discount Luke before on the WAN show.
Be nice to yourself.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, Hey, it's gonna be okay. Sony has finally caved to pressure from fans to allow cross-platform play between the PS4 and other consoles. Maybe sweet? An open beta for Fortnite has started, allowing cross-platform gameplay, progression, and commerce across the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Windows 10, Mac, and Android, and iOS. Console players wanted to get pwned by PC players that badly, huh?
Whoa.
Well, don't worry, because the laser train has no brakes.
So what? Is that your train? Is that you?
Yes,
You're the train?
a laser.
Wow.
It's a beam.
Oh. Straight as an
You
arrow.
can get on, but you can't get off.
No.
Speaking of consoles, Xbox is working with Razer to implement keyboard and mouse support in the coming weeks, with Razer also releasing new peripherals to celebrate the news. So I guess this potentially invalidates the last joke I made, but we'll see.
What are you gonna do?
And images of the LG V40 ThinQ, or Think as regional people pronounce it, have leaked, confirming that the phone does indeed have 5 cameras, 3 on the back and 2 on the front. The phone's expected to launch October 3rd, which is about a week before the Google Pixel announcement made by Google hardware event, so get wrecked Google, with a photo-taking ability beyond anything humans have ever seen!
Whoa.
That's what more cameras
Yeah.
means,
I
right?
think if you have more cameras,
Yeah,
that's better photos.
yeah.
Usually.
More photos.
What do you?
You get 5 photos if you press the button.
Is that how it
Or
works?
it's 5 times better photos.
Oh, 5 times better photos.
Yeah.
Automatically. It's
Automatically.
Like
Well, if you were wanting more stories today, sorry to disappoint you, but there's none. There are none. There are no more stories we could potentially mention. But don't worry, we'll be back on Friday. So subscribe to Techlinked for way more tech news than you can possibly handle!
Whoa! Whoa, that James guy is crazy.
I'm bad at throwing.
My water butt.